It is time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news, and it's Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, August 17th, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I am 4 o'clock news and odds. Top story of the 4 o'clock hour is just 2 days before Donald Trump tapped in as a new campaign manager, Breitbart News CEO Stephen Bannon was doing what he does best, punch the GOP establishment in the face. Ryan Luckney in the U.S. says Brazilian judge wants women's passport seized. The shadow brokers are in the spotlight. The mysterious group has seized the attention to the cybersecurity war with its claim to have stolen code from the equation group of team of hackers who have been tied to the National Security Agency. It's not often in the midst of antitrust fight that gets the public gets a look at the gaming shift that has happened behind the scenes. Washington. Federal Reserve officials sought to keep their options open at a July policy meeting that they tried to reconcile differences in the economic outlook and when to raise short-term interest rates. Hesperia, California. Tens of thousands of Californians are anxiously waiting whether their homes have been destroyed and millions of animals killed by a fast-growing wildfire outside San Bernardino. Istanbul. Turkey plans to grant some 38,000 convicts early parole to free up its facing in its overcrowded prisons for tens of thousands of people accused of plotting a failed coup. Russia spending U.S. sanctions launched to the second day of serious strikes. Along France's beaches and swimming pools, but there's a war about how women dress, and how French towns have recently banned the bikini, a swimsuit worn by some Muslim women that covers the entire body except for the face, hands, and feet. So, at a senior North Korean diplomat along with his wife and children defected and reached safety in South Korea, making the highest level diplomatic defection from the Pyongyang regime in history. Beijing. The U.S. military launched a charm offensive aiming straight to the heart of the China's People's Liberation Army on Wednesday. Seoul, a U.S. nonprofit that has supplied humanitarian aid to North Korea, says two of the patients are high risk to the delays in medicine transport. Jerusalem. Israel has ordered the demolition of the Palestinian school by building villages of Jerusalem, claiming that had not been lasted by Israeli authorities. Guatemala City. The San Guido volcano has erupted multiple times in recent days, sending ash plumes thousands of feet outward in Guatemala and authorities. As we see on the floodwaters receipt, the scope of disaster comes to review. San Bernardino, California. Emergency officials went from door to door on Wednesday morning and urged residents to leave the mountain community that lie in path of the monster wildfire. Greenville, North Carolina, authorities have identified the mother killed in last night's quadruple homicide at Greenville. Greenville police say that Scarlett Howard was killed last night along with her three children aged 6, 7, and 11 years old. Judge had to make first class briefing. Donald Trump said he didn't entrust work in America's intelligence agency. Washington. Homeland Security Secretary Jed Johnson held a conference call with elected officials from all 50 states this week to discuss electronic security. Now, Donald Trump's presidential campaign is set to make his first advertised push at a general election after going dark census before he wrapped up the primary. Huntington, West Virginia, especially dangerous batch of heroin hit the streets of a week's. Virginia City has 26 overdoses reported within a 4-hour span. Washington, D.C. Members of Senate can earn hundreds of thousands of dollars in addition to entering Senate salary $174,000 by penning memories out of her books. Cheyenne Wyoming. Liz Cheney, the daughter of former Vice President Dick Cheney, dominated a crowded Republican primary for Wyoming's lone House seat. It's been a summer trying year for Apple. Profits been keep pouring in from the company's massive buy for business, but revenues and devices have been on slow for 2 straight quarters. U.S. stocks a little change Wednesday afternoon. Utility companies rising and consumer companies falling after weak results from retailers like Target and Lowe's. Taking a look at the stocks today, up 24.14 points at 18,576.16. SP 500 up 3.12 at 2021 for 27 at NASDAQ. 5,228.66 up $1.55. Minneapolis. Golden Hour medic critical care blood transport contained for the soldiers and the battlefield have been launched by Minnesota headquartered Lincoln Biothermal. Once people realize that opiate drugs can cause addiction and deadly overdose, so they try to use them everywhere forms of opiates to treat addictions in the past. Amidst the billions of stars of the Milky Way, astronomers are witness to the evolution of one of its exploded what is known as a classic nova after hibernating for years, according to new study. A ball of coil has been caught violently pulsating with tentacles wiggling away, in which way as it ejects the algal residents in a time-lapse video with a phenomenon called bleaching. Since about 2002, farmers in the English countryside have been using neonic insecticides to protect their absent oilseed crops spanning 8.2 million hectares. That's because the mosquitoes that can carry Zika cannot breed in the most parts of the U.S. during the winter. And although the mosquito can breed in a few warmer locations within the country, they generally don't travel very far, research shows. New York tropical committees have not sure partial victory lost to a challenge in the U.S. Food and Drug Administration avoided the required or pre-clearance for tobacco products but have changed labels and quantities. World Health Organization reports former New York Mayor Matt Bloomberg as Global Health Ambassador. That's the In his speech discussing tourism on Monday, Trump alleged that Clinton lacked the mental and physical stamina to take on Islamic State in Iraq and Syria. Early voting limits in Donald Trump's time to turn the campaign around. Take a look at local news from the Anniversary Sun. In Boston, they had ruling Wednesday about a state Supreme Judicial Court President Oxford Lee cut a for $3 billion natural gas pipeline expansion that would traverse the Attleboro area. The court struck down the draft that would require electric ratepayers to pay the cost of the construction of the pipeline and related facilities to deliver the gas study. New England Electric Generating Station, the court heard oral arguments on October 9th and appealed the decision by state regulators that effectively allowed electric customers to be changed and charged for the excess no-fees project fire to surcharge in their bills. Not for the man of a the small army of police at the Bay and a 2-hour standoff Tuesday surrendered with it after handing over his son. And before he allegedly told police, the only way I'm leaving is in a body bag. Foxborough European Theater is up for sale. Foxborough police are looking for the public staff to find the driver of a vehicle which struck a woman on Parkfield Place on Tuesday. Fall River, Massachusetts 40-day stay. A career criminal has been sentenced to prison for offenses including stealing sympathy caused by a funeral home and robbing a Broderick Teak. Bristol County District Attorney Thomas Quinn said in a statement Wednesday that 51-year Charles Duclos of Fall River was sentenced to 46 years in behind bars. Duclos pleaded guilty to Monday to charges including larceny from a person over 65 and armed robbery and assault with a dangerous weapon. Boston gangster James Whitey Bulger has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to hear his appeal on the record during convictions of playing a role in 11 of murders and committed other crimes. Peter Channel Time, 4:10 on this Wednesday evening. It's time now for a sports report. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox will be checking on Baltimore for the second of the two-game series at Camden Yards. Subsequent Giants leading at Pittsburgh Parks, 2-0 on top of the first. Bottom of the second, Colorado Rockies leading with Washington Nationals, 7-2 bottom of the second. St. Louis Cardinals leading Houston Astros, 8-1 on top of the seventh. Toronto Blue Jays leading New York Yankees, which will win 7-4, and Tampa Bay Rays blank the San Diego Padres, 2-0. Before Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor go toe-to-toe for the second time in 5 months at UFC 202, which takes place at T-Mobile Las Vegas on this area. Many mixed martial arts fighters have their fears. Boxing judges and referees moved after suspicious results. As they enter the quarterfinal play, the year's group has a plus 117 point differential, which is more than 70 points behind the 2012 men's mark of the U.S. men's basketball Olympics. Colin Kaepernick did not attempt to form a practice pass for the fourth straight session, but he did do a little light passing on the side during today's practice. Since the beginning of the Olympic Games, AIBA has conducted 239 bouts. Most of India's Olympic medal hopefuls are already out of the games. Our favorite game town is close to becoming the first Indian to win a medal of the summer. Peter Childers time, 4:12 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's start off in the MBT, where the Blue Line experienced minor delays to disabled train at Beach Park. Orange experienced minor delays between Ruggles and Roxbury Crossing beginning Monday and continue until Sunday. Someone else experienced minor delays to disabled bus. Commuter rail. It's looking good, and on the ferries they are looking good. Alright. Take a look at the highways and byways of New England. Highways and byways in New York City are Sogo in Connecticut. 95 on the northbound side is back to from 7 all the way to Fairfield. 95 on the southbound side is back to the Stamford stretch. Merritt Parkway on the northbound side is back to 7 all the way at the Bridgeport. 91 on the northbound side is back to New Haven stretch. 91 on the southbound side is also New Haven stretch. 95 on the northbound side is back to the Old Saybrook all the way to New London. Route 9 on westbound side, Lowell on Middletown stretch. A4 eastbound side, it is back to around Newtown. A4 eastbound side, Lowell on Danbury. A4 eastbound side, it is back to around Route 8 and 200 and Warbury stretches. 91 on the southbound side, back to Winslow stretch. A4 in Hartford, Connecticut. A4 westbound side, it is back to around Hartford stretch. A4 eastbound side, it is back to West Hartford to New Hartford around Interstate 91. And Western Massachusetts, 91 on the northbound side, back to 57 and 291 in Springfield. Berkshire Freeway, westbound side, back to the Massachusetts border to just before the Taconic Parkway. In New York State, 290 westbound side is back to 190 to Route 9 in Worcester. Mass Pioneer changes to 290 and 395 in Auburn. It's a little slow. 495 on the southbound side is back to 290 in Marlborough all the way up to past the Mass Pike in Westburg. 146 on the southbound side back to 5095 in Providence. 146 on the northbound side is back to around 122 in Woodstock. 95 on the southbound side is back to the downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side it is backed up from Warwick all the way to downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side stop and go from Cranston to 295 in Warwick. Jamestown, Mount Open, Newport Bridges out. Letting you get 95 on the southbound side is slow between 495 out in Foxborough, 295 in Arbor. 24 on the southbound side is backed up from 495 in Raynham to 44 in Middleburg. 124 southbound side is backed up to 120 in Canton. 120 on the southbound side is backed up from 109 in Westwood all the way to Route 24 out in Randolph. 120 on the northbound side is backed up for the Braintree split all the way up to 24 in Randolph. Route 3 on the southbound side is backed up after the Braintree split up in Braintree. 120 and Route 3 on the northbound side is also in Braintree split. Southern Expressway southbound and northbound side is backed up after the Pike all the way up to the Braintree split. 93 Buffins and downtown Boston to Somerville. Its logo 93 northbound side is backed up all the way at Route 128 Reading. 120 on the southbound side is backed up for Waltham all the way out to Highland Street and Needham. 120 on the northbound side is backed up for 20 Waltham all the way out to Reading. 128 stop and go from Beverly out to the Peabody and then hit back again to the Burlington stretch. Route 1 on the northbound side backed up in Charlestown all the way at the Revere. Route 20 on the eastbound side, it is backed up around the Reading Boston stretch, around the Cambridge stretch. 120 on the eastbound side is backed up for Waltham all the way at the Reading. 495 on the northbound side, it is backed up around Route 2 in Lawton. Route 2 on the westbound side backed up in the Devon stretch. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Bedford to Billerica. 495 7 go from Route 3 out to Lawrence and then hit brakes again on 495 north to the Lawrence stretch. 93 on the northbound side back to Salem to Route 101 in Manchester, New Hampshire. Spawn and turnabout on the northbound side is backed up from 95 with Portsmouth all the way to Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire. Highways and byways of Maine are letting get 8 on 91 on the southbound side of Lilsworth to the Canadian border up in Northern Vermont and Route 55 slow on both ends and 7 Quebec. 87 on the southbound side it's slow around Route 11 Champlain, New York and Route 15 on the northbound side backed up in 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal. After the U.S. border. Okay, Peter Chalamus on 416 on this. On this Wednesday evening, and it's starting off a weather report. 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, we're going to have some. Tonight, podcast got about 62 degrees. Look like a variable wind, winds could gust as 22 miles an hour. Thursday, podcast got about 86 degrees, becoming southwest around 6 miles in the afternoon. Thursday night, patch back up to 3 a.m. west. Podcast got about 64 degrees, south at about 6 miles coming in the evening. For Friday, patch back before 9 a.m. west. South got about 86 degrees, light variable wind. Friday night, patch back after 3 a.m. west. Podcast got about 64 degrees, light south wind. Saturday, patch back before 10 a.m. west. Most of got about 85 degrees. Saturday night, patch back after 3 a.m. west. Podcast got about 66 degrees. For Sunday, patch back before 10 a.m. and after 2 a.m. west. Most clouds got about 85, about 69 degrees. Monday, church of showers, that's what patch back before 10 a.m. west. Most clouds got about 83 degrees and church base is 6%. Monday night, church of showers, patch back west. Most clouds got about 61 degrees, church base is 30%. For Tuesday, patch back west. Most nights got about 81, about 59 degrees. And for Wednesday, South got about 82 degrees. Currently and not near, it is clear skies and it is 81 degrees, humidity of 58%. And that is going to be it for the Peter channel. 4 o'clock news it is August 17th, 2016 on Wednesday evening. Please have a good evening. Goodbye. To see you at 11 o'clock. We'll lay down and have a good evening.